want those diamonds in my teeth, yeah. Smoking coaches like it's weed, yeah. Yeah, I know that I got haters, but I gotta count this paper, so I told them, see you later, friends, they waiting.
So, looking at the Raptors this NBA season, they have been phenomenal. Right now, they're projected to be the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and there's a big chance for them to actually make it to the finals. And before this season, no one really expected the Raptors to be doing this good. Even I didn't. Dwayne Casey has been doing a phenomenal job this NBA season with his coaching style and just adapting to the NBA game today. But a huge part, or the main part of their success, has to be their bench unit. Right now, the Raptors have the best bench in the NBA without a doubt. But if you want to point to one particular player that has been marvelous for the Raptors this NBA season, well, it has to be the Raptors' 5'11" backup point guard Fred VanVleet coming off the bench. You could even make the case that he is the best player of their bench unit. He is kinda like the glue guy for this Toronto Raptors team. And you could also make the case that he should be the 6th man of the year. I know he's only averaging about 8 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 3.2 assists. And in comparison to guys like Eric Gordon averaging 18 points and Lou Williams averaging 22 points, it may not seem like a lot, but the impact that this guy has on his team is probably more than those guys like I just mentioned, and Eric Gordon and Lou Williams. And his per 36 minute stats aren't that bad as well. He's averaging 15.2 points, 5.7 assists, and 4.7 rebounds, and 1.7 steals per game, while making 39.4% of his threes. Also, this guy at 5'11" is an amazing defender. I feel like he's really underrated as a defender in the NBA today. Also, what makes him amazing is the ability to play him in crunch time. On top of all of that, he ranks 8 in plus minus in the NBA, so it's no wonder why this player has a lot of Raptors fans excited. He has shown a lot of upside. But with that being said, Fred VanVleet actually went undrafted in the 2016 NBA draft class. After spending 4 years at Wichita State, no one really thought much of him, as he was barely 6 feet tall, had just an average wingspan for that below average height, and while being quick, did not qualify as being explosive by NBA standards. So there's no wonder why 30 teams decided to pass on Fred VanVleet. But at that time, the Raptors didn't have a 2016 draft pick, but they saw something in Fred VanVleet that no other team saw. His will, his mental toughness, his emotional IQ, basketball IQ, and perseverance. He just knew how to play the game. In a quote, Kyle Lowry said, "Just look at him. He's not that tall and not that athletic, but he still gets the job done." You even had the Raptors general manager Tolzman saying in a quote, "But I just love him. I love everything about how he approaches the game. He's a good shooter and just tough." But he spent his first season playing with the Toronto Raptors G League team. He had to play behind 3 other point guards in Kyle Lowry, Corey Joseph, and DeLon Wright, so it wasn't easy. He had to work his way up for everything he had. So after playing in the summer league this past offseason, the Raptors decided to bring him up, and he's been thriving this NBA season, becoming an essential part of this Toronto Raptors team. So from losing his father at a really young age and growing up in one of the most dangerous cities in America, and from going undrafted, Fred VanVleet had to work hard for everything, and that's what makes him so special. In a quote, DeMar DeRozan said, "He's a hell of an individual, man. You wouldn't think he'd be a young player. The maturity he carried himself with, the toughness that he walked with, you see it in him. It shows on a basketball court." So given the opportunity, Fred VanVleet has become a huge part of this Toronto Raptors team this NBA season, and he plays a huge part in their success. So to go from nothing at a young age and to become a key part of the Raptors, man, I just love these types of stories. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe for more NBA content. And with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you all later. Peace.
This is a Chuki Beat production.